All right, so this is my second time trying to make this video on reviewing how to solve equations from 7th grade. So you're going to watch this on Edpuzzle, fill in the work as you watch it. We're going to go from some easier two-step equations to some more difficult equations that involve distributing, combining like terms, variables on both sides. So start with a simple two-stepper. So the two-step equations, you always get rid of the subtraction addition first. And remember, there's two sides to every equation. So if you do it to one side, you do it to the other. So I'm going to add 5 here, add 5 here. Negative 2x equals 14. Now I'm going to divide both sides, get rid of multiplication, do the opposite, which is divide by negative 2. And you're left with x equals negative 7. Sorry about the buses outside. Number 2, again, put the line down the middle. It helps me. This time the variable is on the right-hand side. And something else that's different is there's an assumed 1 that usually goes right there. So I subtract 4 here, subtract 4 here. I'm left with 11 equals negative 1x. Divide by that, assume negative 1. X equals negative 11. All right, number 3. Practice some distributive property, and then it's just a normal two-stepper. So try to remember to keep up my line there. Distribute, or pop the arrows, or I forget what the guy says in your video. 6x minus 15 equals 15. Add 15 here. Add 15 here. 6x equals 30. Sometimes I do this last part mentally. So you're dividing each side by 6. So you're just left with x equals 5. Number 4, okay, combining like terms. And I should have mentioned this earlier in the video, and I did that this last time I made the video. In 7th grade, you used to change this to like plus a negative 8. But really just try to see this as just a regular old negative 8. So, and this is a negative 2x and a positive 11x. So those are my like terms. So negative 2 plus 7 is, negative 2 plus 11 is 7x. Minus 8 equals 10. Nice easy two-stepper here. Plus 8, 7x equals 18. This one, this one is the only one on the page that doesn't come out even. So you end up getting 2 and 4/7 for that one. All right, number 15, another huge change. Again, that says minus 2, but look at it as a negative 2 in 8th grade when you distribute it to the inside. Put my line here. Negative 14 equals 3x. Distribute to the negative 2 to the inside as negative 8x. And then negative times negative is plus 16. There's some like terms here. Again, see this as a negative 8x and a positive 3x. So you get, that's going to be negative 5x when you combine those. Plus 16, minus 16 for both sides. You're left with negative 30 equals negative 5x divided by negative 5. X equals positive 6. Number 6. Okay, so in this time you have an x on both sides of the equations. If you remember from 7th grade, usually you want to get rid of one of these, the negative 3x or the 2x, by doing the opposite. You usually get rid of the smaller one. So which one's smaller, negative 3 or 2? Negative 3. So I'm going to add 3x here. And I'm left with 5x minus 8 equals 7. Nice little two-stepper, plus 8, 5x equals 15. Divide each side by 5, x equals 3. Last one has a little bit of everything here. Put my line down the middle. On this side, I have distributing and combining like terms. So again, see that as a negative 8, see that as a minus 5 and a negative 5. It's both. So I distribute 8x minus 32 minus 5 was negative 8x minus 11. Combine like terms. This is a negative 32 and a negative 5. 8x minus 37 equals negative 18x minus 11. So now I have variables on both sides. I got to get rid of the smaller. Which one's smaller? This one. Add 18x here, add 18x here. This is coming out pretty weird, but it does work out in the end. You get 26x minus 37 equals negative 11. If you remember from the video, that's from Maria, that's a leash. You don't want to forget the negative 11. And then from here, add 37, add 37. 26x equals 26. How convenient. Divide by 26. After all that work, that huge equation, you just end up getting that x equals 1. So that's the answer there. So now what you're going to do, hopefully along with the videos you watch from the slides and this video here, it's enough of a review from 7th grade. I'm curious now how you do on the homework. So here are 10 equations that I reviewed from 7th grade. You're going to put your answers on the form to check your answers. I believe there's 2 of them that come out to negatives. So when you enter your answers, don't put a space for the ones that come out negative. So I believe it's number 6 comes out negative. So when you put in your answer, say it's negative 8, don't put negative space 8. Just put negative 8 with no space. So that way it reads it as the correct answer. The other one that's negative is number 10. This is also a negative answer. I'll just put negative. The nice thing is, the other thing that will help you with this is none of the answers for your x's will come out to fractions or decimals or mixed numbers. So you'll always get an answer like, 9 or 8 or negative 2 or 35 or something like that. So again, do this on the paper. Show me whatever you could do. Don't freak out if you don't know how to do a lot of these. Some of you might just be able to do the first 2 or 3, and then some of you guys will be able to go all the way up to number 10. But the main point is that you try your best, bring it to class. When I see you next, this will count as a homework assignment, and put your answers in the form too so you can see if you got any of them right. And have a nice day.